What's going on, everybody? This is Sabro54. We're gonna start things off big with a triple feature with Mewtwo V-Union and Malamar in expanded. Got a bunch of matches to show you guys with this deck. I should show a bunch. It's very easy to get matches with this deck. It's really fast. Matches can finish really quickly if you set up the V-Union Mewtwo and just wreck your opponent. They can't respond. So I expect a bunch of matches with this, but at the same time, I want to show Zacian as well and expand it. I think that's going to be even cooler, but I need to remember what that guy's attacks do. I need to check on that again. Anyway, we're going to start with Giratina. Giratina normally is a Pokemon you want to discard so you can get that plus when he revives, get those few damage counters, but it's a good opening too. It's a good opener too. As a big basic legendary Pokemon, that's only going to give one prize. So my opponent opened up with two Greninjas, so Darkness. There's the Arceus over there as well. And of course, Darkness is Mewtwo's weakness. It can be problematic, but we can take care of those guys in just one shot, so that's good. As my connection is messing up. Okay, it got sorted, thankfully. Because I have a very good hand here. I have a really, really broken hand. We can just search everybody. Got the Juniper as well. So let me just get the Necrozma. Since I got the Float Stone, put that on it, and it's set up. Now we're gonna use the second Mysterious Treasures. Discard a switch because I'm not gonna use that, and get me a Mewtwo piece. We're just gonna get one piece since I'm gonna dump everything with Juniper. So now that we got the Battle Compressor, I can just discard the rest of the pieces, and Mewtwo is already going to be able to be summoned like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. But anyway, this is very reminiscent of Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, this sort of a discard in the deck and they revive sort of thing. Especially because these cards are essentially a bunch of pieces. It's almost like Exodia. Look at this animation here. So yeah, here's Mewtwo V-Union. Shining and sparkling over there, looking cool. Okay, so now we got Cresselia too. I'll be able to get 3 energies for free on it. So you guys can see this deck can be very explosive. You aim to play second, of course, since we can get the Amazing Plus with Cresselia. And I can pretty much start doing 300 damage on the next turn, no questions asked. If my stadium stays there, just Mewtwo attacking with 3 energies, 300 damage burn. I mean, it's pretty deadly. You won't be able to compete with it very easily. Like, you just need a deck that's just as fast. Even this Darkness deck here, I doubt he's going to be able to get enough energies in time. And if he leaves the Zoroark active, of course I'm going to kill it. Now, it is kind of tricky because we do have the weakness. I didn't really account in the weakness when making this deck. Like, trying to get rid of the weakness with weakness energies or any other method. So, you know, as long as we can get at least one big KO, then if he kills me, it might be okay. Like I said, I don't have another attacker in this deck besides this one. That's a really main attacker, like actual deadly attacker. So this is why you probably want to try and use Mew EX first before using this guy. So you can essentially like use 2 Mewtwo V-Unions. But anyway, my opponent just went ahead and went for the GX attack. I guess he thought maybe he was safe by getting rid of the stadium. But I just need to attach one more energy. I had the other stadium anyway, man, so it is what it is. Simple solution. And now it's time for Mewtwo. Final burn, 300 damage, instant 1-hit KO on this Arceus that has dominated the formats for so long. It's easily taken care of right now. Okay. And we're going to get 3 prizes. Excellent. And now it's on him. Lost the energies, lost Arceus. What are you going to do now? He has 1 darkness energy on the Darkrai Prism, but not much else. And I guess he's thinking hard here what to do. You can't really do much, and he's surrendering. It's not a surprise. He wouldn't be able to respond. Mewtwo would be able to just steamroll through him. Alright, so that's the first game. pretty good start for Mewtwo. And this, like the deck profile I showed you guys, it's a very sort of standard, at least in my eyes, conventional way to build the deck with the Malamars and the battle compressors. It's not the only way, and it might not be the best build as well. Like maybe something like Mew EX you can drop for a different attacker. You can just add some other cards in. It depends, but the engine as a whole, I'm feeling very confident with it. I mean, stuff like Giratina and Cresselia, it makes sense to run these cards. You gotta run your discard outlets, your supporters, of course, your consistency cards, the VS Seekers. So that stuff, it's pretty much in no matter what. Okay, game 2. Cresselia, opening up with Cresselia, perfect. This is the best opener probably because of our energy acceleration attack. My opponent gonna open up with a bunch of Smiracles. This is a new card from Evolving Skies. I remember reviewing it, but I guess I didn't really touch on it too much on the channel. You can't build a deck around it like my opponent is doing here. You gather enough basic energies in hand and you can do a lot of damage with Smeargle, but it kind of falls against N and Marnie and these sort of cards that mess with your opponent's hand. Alright, and now we have a problem. So this would have been a very good opening start once again with the battle compressors and all the other cards. But as you guys can see, one of the pieces of Mewtwo is prized. And like I said in the deck profile, this is the biggest weakness of this deck. It just really is the thing that makes this deck. It can't make it a top meta deck, like a consistent top meta deck, because if you get a piece prized and you can't get it quickly, this sort of deck, its whole plan falls apart. And I know that there's Gladion and the other new chick that let you swap your prizes and do stuff like that, but the thing is that they're just too slow using a supporter to do this sort of thing. It's just inconsistent. So if you get one of those pieces prized, it's a different thing with other decks that maybe you have a key card prized, but you can still play. This sort of tactic, the V-Union, they need all the cards to be summoned in the first place. So if a piece gets prized, you basically can't even use your main attacker just yet. So now we're going to have to get a few prizes with Giratina and other attackers. Thankfully we do have those options, but it's not going to be the prettiest solution. In this case, it's good that my opponent is using this weak HP Pokemon, so with Giratina, I can get a bunch of prizes, so at least we can start digging for prizes. But against other decks like Tag Team Jixes and VMAXs, if you start attacking, you can't get the KOs, and then they start healing them, and you're struggling. You can't use the Mewtwo to put the pressure on them. It's going to be troublesome for sure. So it's a testing sort of phase right now for this deck and the other V-Union decks, but I mean, hopefully they should have just, I don't know, I don't know. I mean, there isn't really any simple solution to dodge that sort of drawback completely besides Gladion, which is slow. Just prevent yourself from getting those cards prized. You just can't do that. Okay, so got a Floatstone from the prizes. Oh well. At least this guy isn't doing much. He has a big hand. There's a lot of energies there, I'm sure. And he's going to use Gordy. Add some more energies, but he actually missed it. I'm not surprised. I mean, that card isn't good. I don't know why he runs it. He has enough, though, in hand to do 180 damage. So the Smeargle, it can't be deadly if you let it. Now, once again, since it has low HP, it should be a simple matter to kill it even with Tapu Lele GX. But let's revive Giratina, get the Distortion Door effect, 1 damage counter over there on the Cutie Fly, and should be good right now. I'm gonna mess with his hand. And what are we gonna do? I don't have the second Malamar down, so maybe we won't be able to power up Giratina. But Tapu Lele has 2 energies on, so I can get the job done anyway. So here goes. Attach the energies, go for the N, and let's see, we got the Malamar, looks like. Got another NK2. Okay, that's good. And I got the computer search, but I'm not going to use that just yet, of course. So let's get the energy on Giratina. Now the dude is ready. So another attacker, another attack. The thing about this Giratina, it's just so great, is that it can revive all day long. So you don't really need to run more than just one. In this case, it would be a waste of space, honestly, to run more. I guess maybe two if one gets prized and you really want to have it in the deck. But it's basically here as a backup Pokemon. Uh, attack against Altaria and Desada if they block V-Union Mewtwo. I'm not sure of the ruling. So that's the reason, just having a good little basic legendary attacker. Alright, so computer search, now we're going to discard the NK and the other Mewtwo piece. And I guess get Mew EX, doesn't matter. This guy had just left the Cutifly there, so I'm just going to be able to kill him easily. So Mewtwo, get in play, and we're just going to finish it off with Giratina anyway. So this is game 2. This guy didn't really do a lot. I guess the end screwed him over, but that's sort of the price you pay with a deck like this if you don't set up your bench Pokemon first and you start gathering energies. Alright. So far we haven't played anything really meta with Mewtwo. But it is what it is. I can't control the competition. Well, I can control the competition to an extent, but yeah. So now, game 3. Let's see what this guy's going to do. Don't take forever, man. Don't take forever. As a triple feature, these videos are going to be longer anyway. So now, it chose to go first. That's fine with me. With Cresselia, we always want to go second. Like, I always want to go second with this deck anyway. This type of a deck. So, NK, opening up with an NK. Got Battle Compressor, got the Mysterious Treasure, Juniper in hand, and the Fog Crystal. Excellent opening start. And looks like this guy's playing Inteleon. Inteleon V. Maybe he has some other water techs. Maybe it's just an Inteleon deck. We'll see. Attach the energy. Come on, man. Don't take too long. So Ultra Ball. Discard 2 cards. And get the VMAX, actually. Okay. Not going to get any other basic Pokemon. Alright. That's what you want to do. So, Battle Compressor. And with the Fog Crystal and Mysterious Treasures, this should be a simple task. But it looks like one Mewtwo piece is prized again. Fuck. So yeah, this is a problem, man. I mean, I'm probably a bit too unlucky. Just 3 matches and a piece missing 2 times. But you just gotta be able to deal with it. It's a reality. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I get the ruling that you can only summon the Pokemon once, but the fact that you can't have like a few extra pieces, so that maybe, I don't know, like to try and deal with the price thing, but then the deck is going to become more consistent. It's just, there's no easy way to solve it, like I said before. Anyway, we're going to try and make do with Cresselia here. Going to put you in the active position and get the energy bonus since I can. So Crescent Glow, get me those 3 energies, put them on. Done makes the Crozma. It's our best attacker for right now. I gotta get like maybe Giratina or something. I think in the end, maybe Mew V, maybe Mew EX isn't a good pick, because if a situation like this comes up, then Mew EX, I guess it's gonna be able to copy the other guys, like Don makes the Crozma, but with just 120 HP, give 2 prizes, it's a liability. So this guy couldn't get 3 energies on. I mean, he only has this active Pokemon. So he just put my energy back in hand, did 60 damage. Couldn't KO the Cresselia. That's good for me, but we still need to do more. We gotta kill something. Gotta kill this guy to get prizes to get Mewtwo. So put the Psychic Energy on Cresselia again. And I really don't want to do N since it looks like he doesn't have much going on. So we're just gonna go for Juniper. It's whatever, the stuff I discarded. Malamar, gonna come out. Battle Compressor. We're gonna put Giratina for sure. And let me put another Battle Compressor. And we're gonna put an Energy for the third one. Yeah, get rid of the Battle Compressors because I don't need them anymore. Like, once you get those initial discards, of course you don't need the card most of the time. So let's get some energies on Giratina. Let me just put it on Cresselia actually, because I can just use it to attack now. Do 120 and use a a Pokemon with fewer risk, much less risk. Okay, so 120 damage. The guy has a bit of a soft damage on. It's not going to be enough even for a 2-hit KO. But I got to do what I got to do. These are the attackers I can work with in this deck. Put down the Dreadnought V there. That's not really a threat. And unfortunately, he got the snipe, of course, on the little NK. So he got another prize, which sucks. I couldn't get the Mew down, but we're gonna need to get it right now, I think. Otherwise, it's just gonna kill off all my small guys. So Psychic Recharge. Let's start putting some energies on Giratina. Get the manual attachment as well. Go for Cynthia. Come on, give me the Mew. And I didn't see it, but I have other ways to search it. So Battle Compressor. Let's just get rid of some useless stuff. To be honest, I could have just used the... Yeah, I could have just discarded the Battle Compressor with the Mysterious Treasure. That would have been better. Now we're going to have to discard something more valuable. Okay, let's just do Tabulele GX, I think. Computer Search, I can't. The Stadium, I can't. The Energy, I also want that. Just to get the Mew. And I guess it's a good opportunity to go for a Moon Eclipse GX now. So this gives us a good solid 180 damage. This guy's almost dead now. And it's going to protect Necrozma. Mew is protecting my bench. So we should be okay, unless he pulls. He's going to go for Dive Ball. Try and get Snom. Not really a surprise this is in there. I think by the time he gets the Frostmoth out, it's not going to matter too much. But I guess you want to try and get it out. He's going to use the Pokemon Breeder for his supporter. A bit too unreliable right now. So basically you spent your supporter just to get the Dreadnought VMAX out. Okay. This guy it doesn't look like he has much going on. I guess he can still kill me with the Inteleon VMAX. It's putting in the damage, that's for sure. But for right now, I'm safe. So he's going to go for Max Bullet. I guess not even maybe knowing what Necrozma does. But it's going to be 0 damage. So got the job done with the GX attack. It's always the sort of thing where you use it, and if your opponent plays around it, you wasted it basically. But it is one of the better GX attacks, like this Dunwing's Necrozma. Its GX attack served me well in the past before. You know, with the Necrozma GXs and those days. The attack can come up and save your ass. So right now, I'm just going to use this opportunity and use the Mew. Since I only need to do 2 damage counters on the VMAX there. So we got the other piece from the prizes, thank God. So as soon as I can get the Mewtwo V-Union out, this should be a wrap. There's no way that little Dreadnought is going to be able to compete. Okay, so what are you going to promote right now? You only have 2 Pokemon, so he's doing the Dreadnought there. And let's see what he's going to play next. Dreadnought needs 3 energies to attack. He put the second water energy there. I haven't seen any Melanies either. He's gonna do Lysander, but it doesn't matter. I've got the board control with Dawnwing's Necrozma here. So let's do Computer Search. Glad I saved it. Discard the piece and then the Fog Crystal. I guess it doesn't really matter what we grab, but let me just grab the Malamar. Actually, yeah, get those energies. Mewtwo V-Union, do your fusion union. There we go. And now, with Malamar, I can just attach 2 psychic energies, manually attach the one in hand, and with our Dimension Valley, it's 300 damage, my friend. What you gonna do about that? Very good, very powerful. And I think at this point, you guys know uh, what the conclusion is gonna be. What's gonna be the end? This guy, he's gonna survive this first attack, but he's not really gonna be able to do anything. And I can actually even just go for Psysplosion, just basically eliminate the Frostmoth possibility completely, and then they just put the rest of the damage on the other guy. But hey, you know what? We're just gonna go for the big final burn attack since we can take advantage of it. And with all this damage on, this guy just, he can't do shit. If he attacks, he's dead. So he did put the final water energy with Melanie. Now he's getting a few cards now that he managed to draw. Rough Seas heal a little bit of damage, but it doesn't matter, my friend. It just doesn't matter. At this point, you can't heal enough damage. So just gonna play the replacement stadium and final burn for the victory. Alright, and this is gonna do it for this triple feature. Hope you guys enjoyed this little demonstration of Mewtwo V-Union. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and I see you guys next time. Wasai!